Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about this road called Elmhurst Boulevard. This reported section of road has some myths, urban legends, and some haunted reports associated with it. In this video I'm going to give you a look at this road, let you know why we're here, more importantly share the details about those myths and legends. So come along with me as we learn about the haunted Elmhurst Boulevard. Okay, so the information I'm going to share with you is only based on what I've learned throughout the years. I'm not quoting it, it's not for a fact, it's not confirmed, it's rumored, it's legends, it's myths, it's things that have been talked about through the years. So everything I'm going to say to you is what I've learned, but can't 100% put any solid evidence behind it. But we're going to let you know what circumstances do surround this road and why. Now where I'm standing here is a construction anomaly. There's actually a cul-de-sac right here. It's a complete circle and it was built for no particular reason because as you can see on my right, it's just a hill and woods. Off to the left there's a cliff, a drop off in the highway, so there's no real reason why they would have made a cul-de-sac at this location. Now from my understanding this road was constructed back in the early 90s, I believe. I remember riding on this road and hearing about these legends when I was a teenager back in the 90s. When I came back here, this cul-de-sac was here. And when it continued past it, it turned into a dirt road and kind of fizzled off into nothing. Now, in 2020, the road is completed and goes out to another section of road or highway. So it is a complete drive-through to get from one section of one town to another. But back in the 90s, it was pretty desolate back here. This road was constructed for no particular reason at that time, as there was no homes, no businesses, no nothing. All it did is go along the interstate. Now, in recent times, recent years, there have been homes constructed. As we saw on the windy, twisty turned road here, there were some properties off to the sides that you may or may not have saw. People have been building back here, but it's been far and few between. They're really spread out, but they own lots of property. They're large, expensive mansions. For this particular spot, there's nothing around us except the wilderness. Now, what's reported though is rather, it's almost hard to believe. There's actually two different myths, two different legends, and people have actually tried to come here and debunk it. There's a couple videos on YouTube of people trying to recreate the reported activity. There's also some websites and other things out there on the interwebs where people have talked about it, shared first-hand encounters. You know, you get the gist of it. So the first thing that was reported was that this, back in the 90s, was the location for some, I guess you would say, satanic cult activity. Let me try that again. Satanic cult activity. That was reported. I guess they reportedly did a sacrifice here of a woman or a girl in this particular spot in the dead center of the cul-de-sac. As to why they would have done it, can't answer that question. Those reports that it was either a teenage girl or early 20s woman who was sacrificed here for reported ritual cult activity. Now, one of the reports is that if you come here at night, because it supposedly took place at night, and you get out of your car and you walk around here like I am right now, when you try to leave or go back to your car, you reportedly get grabbed or scratched or something touches you. And I don't know if it's to try to let you know, hey, I need help, I'm here, or stay away, this is not a place you should be. That could be up for debate. But it has been reported by more than one person that they've been here at night, whether they're calling out for the girl or the woman, and when they went to get back to the car to leave, they had scratch marks or finger marks, I believe on their arm or shoulder, maybe even back, of someone or something reportedly grabbing at them. So that is rather unusual to hear, but it does go in theory that if a girl was sacrificed here, she may be roaming this area. There's another urban legend and myth for this location, and I believe it's unrelated, but I can't confirm that. Again, everything I'm saying is just what I've learned. There's no solid facts or evidence. The second story is that if you come here at nighttime, drive around the cul-de-sac 3 times in a circle with your lights off, and you sit in the middle of the road with your lights off, a phantom vehicle or phantom truck comes out of nowhere, barreling down the road, high beams on, starts chasing you, trying to run you off the road. Now, as to why that would happen, it beats the heck out of me. I really don't know. It does sound menacing, and as we saw on the drive here, this road is not something you'd want to speed on at nighttime. There's a lot of sharp turns, this area with no guardrail, and as I'll show right now, this cul-de-sac was completely open in a circle. They did put a guardrail over here with some benches, but the cul-de-sac part goes in front of the benches, so it was a complete circle, but in recent years they did put up a guardrail to prevent any vehicles or things going over the cliffside, because it's a pretty steep drop-off. But again, back in the 90s, this was completely open, no guardrails, and the road is relatively narrow, a lot of sharp twists and turns. If you're going at high speed at nighttime, there's a good chance you can run off the road. So if something was to be chasing you, it's not a good outcome that you would necessarily make it out safely. So why are we here? We're here for two reasons. One, to share this story with you, or stories, because I've known about them for the last almost 20 years now, more than 20 years. And it's not really widely talked about, but again, there are stories out there. There's a few videos of people trying to do it. I want to come back here at nighttime and put those legends and myths to the test. Now, I'm going to do it safely. I'm not going to come alone. I'm going to come with a partner. We're going to stage multiple cameras in the vehicle, outside, on the ground here, and we're going to test both legends. We're going to see if we get out, walk around. We're going to try to call out to the girl, see if anyone needs help, and see if either of us get touched, scratched, grabbed in an aggressive way or in a way to let us know that there is something here. We're also going to do the driving test. We're going to drive around in a circle 3 times. We're going to be recording live in the vehicle and have secondary outside footage. We're going to sit in the middle of the road with the lights off and see if a phantom truck or vehicle comes out of nowhere and starts chasing us. Now, I truly don't know what to believe. I've heard a lot of legends and stories growing up, and as time evolves, the story evolves. You know, some people say, oh, it's a big semi-truck. Other people say, oh, it's a little pickup truck that chases you. There's stories that change and evolve from person to person. So I don't want to take anything, I should say I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, and I'm going to do it from my first-hand encounter to see what I do witness or not witness. My theory is that I think these are just stories that were developed. Maybe someone got hurt here, maybe there was a car accident at one point and someone died, and the story evolved into a ritual sacrifice. Anything's possible. I personally don't think anything's going to happen, but there are numerous stories out there. There's websites, blogs, videos that have been documenting it since the 90s, so I figured it'd be worth looking into myself. I've never done an urban legend haunted road like this before. Although I do believe in the paranormal and have witnessed my own things firsthand, I never had an encounter with someone grabbing me, scratching me, or a phantom vehicle chasing us down the road. So in the very near future, we're going to be returning here during the month of October to put these to the test. We're going to give it a fair, honest trial. And those of you who know me know I'm as authentic and genuine as I could be. I don't fake anything, I don't stage anything. If nothing happens here, nothing happens. We're not going to supplement any fake footage to make it seem like it's a believable act of paranormal. If something does happen, just believe that it's happening before your very own eyes and ours as well. So if you do want to see my return visit here to find out what we do or do not discover, you're going to want to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. More importantly, make sure the notification bell is rung, because you want to be notified when that video does come out. My initial plans was to do a live stream here and do it live, but being in a very desolate, quiet, mountainous area, I don't get good network signal here. It's like 1 bar, if that. So it's going to be an edited video, but we're going to keep it as unedited as possible, if that makes sense. So if you guys have any questions, thoughts, theories you want to share, the comment section is for you guys. I am excited to return and see what we do find, and it will be happening in the very near future. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.